day everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to Twitter highlights. VAT increase but no increase in service delivery, delete the ANC permanently. I'm not sure if you guys are aware and you are updated with the current news about the VAT increase. Enoch Godongwana, who is a finance minister, has just in his budget speech has just increased VAT for South Africans. What this means is it's bad news for the taxpayers. Basically, my comment here, it shows the frustrations that South Africans are going through, and if you look at all the social medias, people are not pleased. South Africans, ordinary South Africans, are not pleased with the VAT increase, because it doesn't mean that there's going to be a better service delivery from the ANC or from the GNU. The reason I'm saying ANC because Enoch Godongwana is an ANC person, is an ANC politician. So I really mean that ANC needs to be deleted permanently, because there's nothing that we can praise, something tangible. There's really nothing that is tangible that we can hold on to, we can point to, we can celebrate, we can praise the ANC for. They've just done literally nothing for the ordinary South Africans. Basically, in this post, I'm just throwing my frustration also, just like everyone else, about the VAT increase. So in the comment here, which I loved also, is that we will delete them at the local government elections next year. So I think the ANC needs to be taught a lesson so that they understand that people are not pleased, they are not improving. They failed for 30 years, they've not improved. There's nothing tangible that they're improving on. It doesn't matter which ANC politicians we're looking at. They are not delivering and they are not getting any better. So ANC needs to be deleted. I agree with Shares Bantuza that we need to delete them, definitely, on the oncoming election, local election. Guys, you can let me know if you are happy with this VAT increase. Should we ban the ANC from politics after so much failures on repeat, and especially based on all these disappointments, including the VAT increase that they just passed on budget speech? Do you think we really need ANC or we don't need the ANC? And people have voted. On my small account, 37 votes, people have voted. 87.2% said yes, we need to delete the ANC, ban the ANC and make sure it doesn't exist and make sure that it's gone. And 2.7% says give them one more chance, and then 8.1% says no. I'm sure those are the ANC voters. And the next post that I'll be looking at is ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula. He says this budget is addressing employment and economic growth. The budget that Enoch Godongwana, finance minister, has passed. He says that it's a positive thing, it's a good thing. He's defending his party, he's defending the GNU, he's also defending the reputation of their politicians. I knew a stupid tweet was loading here. Are you trying to be a comedian or what? Politics was never your thing. Maybe try comedy. So basically my frustration also is that, if you notice Fikile Mbalula, He's not a politician. He's not someone to be taken serious, especially on social medias. He just posts, he just tweets things that don't make sense, or things that he knows will provoke people. He knows will provoke people who don't like the ANC, people who are against their incompetence. He knows that, and he does it deliberately. So I think he enjoys all of this. So I was just trolling him here, but at the same time addressing the issue that really he's not serious. Whatever he's saying is not serious. And yeah, I mean, and then there's a nice comment from Warabil. He says that the results of putting bunch of uneducated people to lead the country. Yeah, I just find this not interesting, not funny. Well, funny but not funny. So I don't know what's your take, guys, about Fikile Mbalula, or about this specific tweet or post, because it's about the VAT increase. Do you support it? Are you against it? What's your take? What's your view? What's your comment? So Fikile Mbalula, once more, he's trying to break down to show us that there's an increase in disability grant by 130 rand, child grants by 30 rand, and COVID-19 social relief of distress grant has been extended to March 2026. And then it goes on and on and on to show that it's the budget speech it has some positive element in them. This is how ANC bribes black poor people. This is how they get the gogos and unemployed to vote for them. So yeah, basically that's how it goes. There's a nice comment from this guy. He says, how would you rather they help the poor old gogos? It's a nice point. It's a really good point. But my point here is that ANC use this as a strategy for them to gain more voters, especially poor black people. And if you check, people are not pleased with this, with all of this, with this post. If you look, out of 59,000 people that have seen this post, only 109 have liked, and more people have commented negative compared to people who actually like the ANC people who actually liked the post. So, and 73 people who retweeted this post. So Penuel the Black Pen has given us some polling for us to vote, because he's asking, if you were to vote today, who are you voting for? EFF, MK, ANC, DA. Of course, you'll notice that there are many other parties that are not here, and parties that are really important to people, like Action SA, like PA, like ATM, like IFP, like, you've got all these different, many other parties that are not included in this polling. And so basically, it doesn't make sense for us who don't even like these parties. So according to these limited options, people are saying EFF will be voting for EFF, which is the last party that I will ever think of voting for. So that's why I said, what about other parties that matter more than these? Because I believe that parties like the ones that I just counted, they matter more than these ones. The MK is a new party, but basically, I don't prefer it. I prefer other parties outside of these. So yeah, let me know What would you vote for? What do you vote? If you were to vote today, what would you vote for? And is it one of these four parties, or it's other parties that are actually not here? Let me know. And then we'll meet at the comment section. The panel, the black pen, has done an appreciation tweet or post for the mayor of Tshwane, this lady. I hope she will inspire more public representatives to get their hands dirty and fix the rot in their spaces. Please keep it up, Mayor. We appreciate you. I'm part of those people who actually appreciate this mayor from Action SA. I'm not a Action SA fan. She must continue the good work. She reminds me of Gayton Mackenzie when he was a mayor in Central Karoo. Well done. So I really also like the works of this lady, which she posts every now and then. And if you check on my previous video, actually my first video, I've commented more on this lady, on the work of this lady. I like seeing her work. So yeah, Gayton Mackenzie, I think, to a certain extent, I think this lady was inspired by Gayton Mackenzie, because she does similar things like Gayton Mackenzie used to do at the Central Karoo, like cutting off electricities of all the shops, the corporate shops that are not paying municipal electricity, and cleaning up the city and restoring law and order. So basically, I believe that she was inspired by Gayton Mackenzie, and I may be wrong, and maybe you've got better understanding into this. Maybe you can just show us in the comment section. Panel the Black Pen came back on the comment section and said Gayton was fire. Gayton was fire in the Karoo. His first few months as a Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture were also fire. So things happen. People don't always be on fire, so it's on and off. So basically, I still like Mr. Mackenzie, but we are waiting to see more of his works. Another post from this lady, Joy Zelda. She's talking about national shutdown, Ramaphosa must go. So if you noticed, based on my comments here, these shutdowns never happen. It's always just a threat. So basically, if you notice, all the way from 2019, 2018, there's always been posters like this talking about national shutdown, how Ramaphosa must go, and all of that. But these national shutdowns, they never happen. I don't support chaos, unruly protests, and breaking of infrastructure and all of that. I don't support even national shutdown at all. But a peaceful protest that shows people are displeased, it's okay with me. I don't mind. So it always goes like this, and then the fire just dies down. So basically, this is my comment. I don't know what you think. Do you support national shutdown? Do you want the country to be in standstill so that we get the attention of Ramaphosa, or maybe he will actually retire or resign from his presidency? What do you think? News 24 just wrote this article informing us that earlier this month, Afrikaner nationalist Ernst Woods appeared in an interview with Tucker Carlson, a right-wing broadcaster turned YouTuber and podcaster. So he is a member of the AfriForum, and I think he just resigned from AfriForum, but I guess he's continuing with the message of the AfriForum and all of that. So my comment, What a racist, bitter, and dangerous gentleman. A very bad individual. He doesn't love South Africa. Actually, he hates this country with all his mind, all his soul, all his strength, and his heart. The reason why I believe this statement is because of the things that AfriForum has done. The message, the false message they've spread around the US, around the world, saying that in South Africa there's a genocide of white farmers. Only white farmers, they are being, massacred. They are being slaughtered. And which is not true. Dr. Nasi Pimoya, the lady of the Action SA, the mayor of Tshwane, she's posting a work that she's been doing, in the community. And if you want the story, you can go and check it out. So my comment was, do not lower the volume, up the volume more. So yeah, I like what she's doing. I like what she's doing, the dedication that she has put into her work. Unlike the ANC politicians, I really like this. I love it. So she must really switch up the volume. I'd like to see more of this. So my comment, which was a troll, I was simply just trolling this guy. People really loved it. 507 likes and 4 people bookmarked the comment. This guy was saying, Tabankoza was saying, how do we convince parents to throw away these things? You don't build your own home, and then you can convince yourself and others to do anything you want under your own roof. So yeah, so basically I was just trolling him. It's nothing serious. It's nothing serious. It's just some trolling for entertainment purposes, and people really loved it. You can see how they really loved it. This sounds exactly like something a parent would say. People say thank you, profound response, correct. Exactly what I wanted to say. So people really loved this trolling. Thank you. Well said. True.